France is a country located in Western Europe with a population of over 67 million people. It is the largest country in the European Union and has a rich history, culture, and economy. Here are some facts about France. Geography. France is bordered by Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Spain, and the English Channel. It is divided into 13 regions, each with its own distinct landscape and cultural identity. The capital city is Paris, which is located in the Île-de-France region. History. France has a long and complex history that dates back to prehistoric times. It was once home to Celtic and Gallic tribes before being conquered by the Romans. In the Middle Ages, France became a powerful kingdom and played a major role in European politics and culture. It went through a revolution in the 18th century, which resulted in the overthrow of the monarchy and the establishment of a democratic government. Culture. France is known for its rich cultural heritage, including art, literature, music, and cuisine. Some of the world's most famous artists, writers, and thinkers have come from France, including Claude Monet, Victor Hugo, and Albert Camus. French cuisine is renowned around the world, and French wines are some of the most sought after. Economy. France is the sixth largest economy in the world and is a member of the G7 group of leading industrialized countries. Its economy is diverse and includes industries such as aerospace, automotive, pharmaceuticals, and fashion. Tourism is also a major industry in France, with millions of people visiting every year to see its historic landmarks, museums, and natural beauty. Politics. France is a democratic republic with a president as its head of state. The current president is Emmanuel Macron, who was elected in 2017. The French parliament consists of the National Assembly and the Senate, and the government is led by the Prime Minister. Tourism. France is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world, attracting over 89 million visitors annually. Some of its most famous landmarks include the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum, and the Palace of Versailles. The country is also famous for its beaches, ski resorts, and picturesque countryside. Language. The official language of France is French, which is spoken by over 88% of the population. Other languages spoken in France include Breton, Basque, Catalan, Occitan, and Alsatian. Climate. France has a varied climate, with different regions experiencing different weather patterns. The north of the country has a temperate climate with mild summers and cool winters, while the south of France has a Mediterranean climate with hot summers and mild winters. The mountainous areas of the country have an alpine climate, with colder temperatures and more snowfall. Religion. France is a secular country, and the government is separate from any religious institution. However, the majority of the population identifies as Roman Catholic, although there are also significant Muslim, Protestant, and Jewish populations. Education. France has a highly developed education system, with both public and private schools. Education is compulsory from the age of 6 until 16, and the country has a high literacy rate. France is also home to some of the world's most prestigious universities, including the Sorbonne and École Normale Supérieure. Sports. Football, soccer, is the most popular sport in France, and the country has a strong national team. Other popular sports include rugby, basketball, tennis, and cycling. France is also known for hosting some of the world's most prestigious sporting events, including the Tour de France cycling race and the French Open tennis tournament. Transportation. France has a well-developed transportation system, with a network of high-speed trains connecting major cities. The country also has an extensive network of highways, and Paris has an extensive public transportation system, including a subway system, buses, and trams. France is also home to some of the world's busiest airports, including Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport. Politics and government. France is a unitary semi-presidential constitutional republic with a mixed economic system. The President of France is the head of state, and the Prime Minister is the head of government. The French government is divided into three branches: the executive, the legislative, and the judicial. The country is also a member of the European Union and the United Nations. Art and architecture. France is famous for its art and architecture, which can be seen in its museums, galleries, and buildings. Paris is home to some of the world's most famous art museums, including the Louvre, the Musée d'Orsay, and the Centre Pompidou. French architecture is also renowned, with examples ranging from medieval cathedrals to modernist buildings. Literature. France has a long and distinguished literary tradition, with some of the world's most famous authors coming from the country. French literature encompasses a wide range of styles and genres, including poetry, fiction, and drama. Famous French writers include Victor Hugo, Albert Camus, Gustave Flaubert, and Marcel Proust. Fashion. France is known for its fashion industry, with Paris being one of the world's fashion capitals. French fashion designers are renowned for their creativity and innovation, and their collections are eagerly anticipated every season. Some of the most famous French fashion houses include Chanel, Yves Saint Laurent, and Christian Dior. Wine. France is one of the world's leading wine producers, with a long history of winemaking. The country has a wide variety of wine regions, each with its own unique terroir and grape varieties. Some of the most famous French wines include Bordeaux, Burgundy, Champagne, and the Loire Valley. Cuisine. French cuisine is world-renowned, with dishes such as escargots, foie gras, and bouillabaisse being popular all over the world. French cuisine is characterized by its emphasis on fresh, high-quality ingredients, and its use of rich sauces and flavorful herbs and spices. French desserts, such as crème brûlée and tarte tatin, are also famous. Famous landmarks. France is home to some of the world's most famous landmarks, including the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, and Notre Dame Cathedral. Other notable landmarks include the Palace of Versailles, the Mont Saint-Michel, and the Pont du Gard. Economy. France has the world's 7th largest economy by nominal GDP and the 10th largest by purchasing power parity. The country is a member of the G7, G20, and OECD. France has a diversified economy, with a mix of agriculture, industry, and services. The country is known for its high-tech industries, aerospace, and nuclear power. Language. The official language of France is French, which is spoken by the majority of the population. French is also an official language in many other countries, including Canada, Switzerland, and several African nations. French is considered a Romance language and is closely related to other Romance languages such as Spanish, Italian, and Portuguese. Famous people. France has produced many famous people over the years, including artists, writers, scientists, and political figures. Some of the most famous French people include Napoleon Bonaparte, Marie Curie, Claude Monet, Edith Piaf, Coco Chanel, and Brigitte Bardot. Festivals and celebrations. France is home to many festivals and celebrations throughout the year, including cultural, religious, and historical events. Some of the most popular festivals include the Cannes Film Festival, the Tour de France, Bastille Day, July 14th, and Christmas celebrations. Regions. France is divided into 18 administrative regions, each with its own unique culture, landscape, and cuisine. Some of the most famous regions include Provence, Brittany, Normandy, and the French Riviera. Society and culture. France is known for its strong sense of national identity, with many cultural traditions and customs that are unique to the country. The French value their language, literature, and arts, and are proud of their history and cultural heritage. Family and community are also important aspects of French culture, with a strong emphasis on social interaction and relationships. Religion. France is a secular country, with no official state religion. The majority of the population identifies as Roman Catholic, although there are also significant Protestant, Jewish, Muslim, and Buddhist communities. Education. France has a long tradition of providing high-quality education, with a system that is both free and compulsory from ages 6 to 16. The country has a strong network of universities and higher education institutions, with some of the most famous universities including the Sorbonne in Paris and the École Polytechnique. Transportation. France has an extensive transportation network that includes highways, railways, and airports. The country has a well-developed high-speed rail system, the TGV, which connects major cities across the country. France is also known for its efficient and reliable public transportation systems in major cities like Paris. Sports. France has a rich sporting culture, with a particular emphasis on football, soccer. The country has produced many famous football players, including Zinedine Zidane and Michel Platini. Other popular sports in France include rugby, cycling, tennis, and basketball. Politics. France is a democratic republic with a president and a parliament. The president is elected by popular vote for a 5-year term, while the parliament is made up of 2 chambers, the National Assembly and the Senate. France is also a member of the European Union and the United Nations. Environmental issues. France is committed to addressing environmental issues and has implemented various policies to promote sustainability and protect natural resources. The country is a signatory to international environmental agreements such as the Paris Agreement and has set ambitious targets for reducing greenhouse gas emissions and increasing renewable energy.